Well, today is May 1st. It's the beginning of my marvelous May because I am going to lose weight this month. And as promised, I'm going to try to throw in some, I'm saying short, we'll try, videos every day, an extra video in the afternoon to kind of get us through the day that we can stay on this plan. Today I'm going to talk about 9 ways to lose weight without going on a diet. And you're probably wondering, why am I picking that subject? Because I find that the Weight Watchers Freestyle, it's not a diet. It's your lifestyle. It really is. And if you follow these 9 simple things, which I am going to try to follow this month, that it will encourage you to lose weight. The first thing that they tell us, that 9 out of 10 people who go on a diet fail. The reasons of that is because scientists find that, you go onto this program that you're going to try to eat like just grapefruit all week. You're just going to eat grapefruit, like the grapefruit diet. And then you don't incorporate other foods into your diet. You're going to lose weight. There's no doubt about it. You're going to lose weight. But then once you go back to eating the way you normally were eating before, you're going to put that weight back on. So you want to find a plan that's going to work for you, that you're going to be able to follow for the rest of your life. If that means that you're going to have, somebody at our meeting has an ounce of Cheetos every day. She incorporates it into her diet. She figures it into her points. And she has it every day. If you know that there's a particular food, berries for me, that you, and not that they're bad for you, and nobody ever got fat eating berries, but you can eat too much of a good thing. You really can. And you just have to, bring it down within reason. And they find that the reason that severely overweight people have a problem, because when they lose their weight, at the beginning, your metabolism kind of slows down, because you think that if you're going to eat less food, you're going to lose more weight. And that's not necessarily true. You need to eat foods that keep your body functioning and keeps like on a train, you're like, I wish I could, I know I could, I know I could. It's kind of like that. You just have to keep going, because if you put yourself in like a starvation mode, your family goes, oh, whoa, wait a minute, we better preserve that. We might need that fat later on, so let's not release it just yet. You have to eat the right foods. You have to move more. So these are the 9 things that they tell us that we should do to help us to lose weight. Number 1 is stay hydrated. Sometimes you're hungry and you think you're hungry, but really all you are really is thirsty. I find that the more water I drink, the less hungry I am. Not to say that sometimes I really am hungry, and I'll have a glass of water, and if that doesn't satisfy me, then I know, you know what, it wasn't that I was thirsty, I was hungry. That little bit of extra water or fluids is not going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. I tend to drink 16 ounces of water before I go for my walk in the morning. When I get back from my walk, I drink a 34-ounce cup of water. And then during the day, I have a 16-ounce glass of water at every meal that I drink with my meal. It kind of replaces, I used to have like 2 cans of pop. Now I have a 12-ounce glass of iced tea or a cup of tea and a glass of water, and it kind of balances out for me. And I feel a lot more hydrated. And not only it helps your skin, your skin's not as dry. If you live, well, now that it's spring and summer, we're going to have the sun out. We're not going to have to worry about that so much. But your skin tends to get dry in the winter. And if you drink more water, it kind of helps you out with that. And if you drink more, they find that the people that drink more water consume lower amounts of sugar, fat, salt, and cholesterol. Well, it only makes sense, because if you're drinking the water to replace the hunger, if you think you're hungry, you might grab a candy bar or like some potato chips or something like that, and because it's quick and easy. And we don't want to do quick and easy. Getting water is a lot quicker and a lot easier. Number 2 is stay away from artificial sweeteners, because they find that it messes with the body, the way the body processes the fat in your body. I'm not a big fan of any kind of a diet pop or sugar sweeteners or anything like that. I use very little table sugar. Jim uses a lot of table sugar, and when we run out of sugar, he always says, we have no sugar, and it's not something I notice because I don't use. Not to say that I don't get sugars in my foods with my berries and, like the grapefruit, there's sugar in bananas. There's sugar in so many different things. I just don't use a lot of table sugar, and I don't use any artificial sweeteners. I'm very fortunate that I like my tea black, so I don't have to worry about putting creamers or sugars in that. You could put a lemon if you wanted, something like that. A lot of people put cucumber slices in their water. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Sometimes when you're sleepy, it snoozes the region of your brain that tells you that you're full. And I didn't know that. But I go to bed very late. I go to bed 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But I don't get up till like 9 or 10. So I am getting my 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Not to mention probably at night sometimes I do find myself falling asleep sitting up in a chair. I always wondered when I'd see old people sitting in a chair falling asleep, and I go, how do they do that? I've nailed that down. I know how to do that with no problem. I could never sleep on a plane or in a car or anything like that. I can do it now, no problems. Take time to eat breakfast and lunch. Eating early stops impulsive food choices. Well, we know right there I don't eat breakfast. I try and I just can't. But I'm not hungry before 1 o'clock, probably because I don't get up till 9 or 10 o'clock. That probably plays into it. Maybe if I got up at 6 or 7, I probably would eat a lot earlier, and then I would eat more meals. I eat, usually now that I'm back to eating my twice a day, I usually eat about 1 and 7. And so I don't need to eat at night because my dinner at 7 kind of fills me up. 1 o'clock has me last till 5 or 7 o'clock. A lot of times I'll have a cup of tea. I might have a snack of some nuts or something in between. But for the most part, I just eat the 2 meals. And it's working for me. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing that. Another thing they tell you to do is to try snacking. And that doesn't mean that you have to go and have cookies and cakes and all that. You know, have some prepared vegetables in the refrigerator, fruit that you can grab really quickly, a cheese stick, you know, you can take, there's a lot of things you can take on the run when you're out shopping or whatever. I don't tend to like be gone long enough that I need to worry about bringing a snack. But if I did, I probably would bring like a banana or something that was really quick and easy. Number 6 is plan ahead and before you're hungry. Plan what you're going to have for breakfast or lunch. Plan what you're going to have for your dinner. Plan what you're going to have for your snacks. Try to prep them ahead of time. I have all my berries in different containers that I have a strawberry container, a raspberry container, and a blackberry container. I have one container that I just have like my lettuce, and if I slice tomatoes, I have that in there. And then I have another one where I have my because I love raw broccoli and cauliflower and cucumbers, and so I keep that in another container. And I have it all prepared so that when I want it, I just kind of grab it real quick. Make your days nuttier. People who ate a handful of nuts every day reduce their risk of heart disease, and then they lower their LDL. I always remember that HDL is the happy cholesterol, which is really the higher, would you want a higher number, and the LDL is the lousy. So that's how I think of that. And I know that people are going to say, oh, but nuts cost so many points. Yeah, that's true. Like a quarter cup of almonds is 5 points. And that is a lot of points, but it's a healthy food, and it's a food that's going to stay with you for a long time. And if you figure it into your points for a snack, it's really not that big of a snack. I think a cheese stick is usually like 2 points anyhow. I know it's 3 more points, but it's a healthy, it's going to stay with, a handful of nuts is going to stick with you longer than a piece. Okay, I had to answer the phone. Sorry about that. Number 8 is to work out in the morning. People who work out on an empty stomach burn 20% more fat since you're using up the stored up fat. I don't like walking on a full stomach. I always walk first thing in the morning. I get out of bed, do my, go to the bathroom, get dressed. I put the clothes on that I had on the night before because I'm going to take a shower when I get home anyhow. So if you see me, you go, smell you later. Because I probably smell. But anyway, I go for my walk, and I come home and I drink my water, and then I answer some comments on my YouTube channel, and then I go take a shower and then get on with my day. But I do like to work out in the morning. If I wait later in the day, I tend to not do it. So it's better just to do it right away. I know it's not the right way to say it, but get it out of the way. And I don't feel like it's a chore that I have to get out of the way, but it's a commitment that I'd like to make and get taken care of right away. It also, if you exercise, it stops you from having depression, and it keeps your hearts and your lungs and your mind healthy. You can't go for a walk without observing around you, so it's going to kind of keep your mind kind of active. I have to tell you that yesterday I had like a scary moment when I was walking. I was walking, I took a different route, and I came back to what I thought was my street. I don't know why. And I crossed the street and I turned and then I ended up, and I really wasn't on my street. I was on another street. And then I got onto my street and I thought, where am I? And I kind of had a scary moment because I thought, no, I should have went the other way. What happened? Did I have a blackout? No, I took a different route. You'd have to know the way my subdivision is, that it was a legitimate concern, but just a wackadoodle moment for Sandy. But I was fine. I found my way home. I'm like, you know, like when when you move and your dog didn't come with you, and then you move like 20 miles away, and then one day you open the front door and there's your dog. That would be me. I'd find my way home. And the last thing is to chew more filling whole grains. Crack wheat, whole wheat, oats, things like that. Anything that takes a longer time to chew, like an apple, it gives your brain time to remember and realize, hey, I'm full. I've had enough to eat. I can stop now. I'm pretty full. So those are my 9 tips for losing weight, maintaining weight, or whatever you want to do. But I'm going to do them. I really am. And what I like about the Freestyle program is that it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. And you can have whatever you want, and you just got to do it within reason. And in May, I'm going to eat within reason, and I'm going to make smart choices. So, okay, I'll see you guys on my daily vlog. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, give me a comment, and share if you think it'll help somebody. And obviously subscribe if you haven't subscribed before.